day got delayed. I was planning on going to range, but by the time I get there, that's when we start getting, hey, the range is closing warnings. So, sadly not going. Jansen, second. Hey, triple likes, right on. Omar, what's going on? Oh yeah, I was planning on going to the range to mag dump, but yeah, that was going to be fun. Go. Oh, looks like I got a little bit of a slight disconnection there. Where did that go? Other people just biting into my range time, you know what I mean? Flying Rich, what's going on, man? Out on the road again. I don't know, maybe I get some time. I don't know. It's cutting it close. I'm probably gonna have to try again tomorrow. Really wanted to mag dump this slide today. Been sweet. Yep, out of Facebook jail, finally. Actually, it didn't last very long, but they didn't tell us how long it was going to be. There was no message like 48 hours or something like that, 1 week. They just said, yeah, broke this rule, didn't explain what we broke, and then couldn't do lives. Oh, sorry, I get banned on both so often. No, sorry, I get banned on Facebook so often. My brain's clicked on that. We actually just got restricted on Facebook again. Again, same issue. They won't tell us exactly what the problem is. All they link back to is a post we made in November last year wishing the Marine Corps a happy birthday and saying, hey, military members get 10% off. Only happened 10 months ago, but they're still giving us crap for it. But yep, finally out of YouTube jail. Didn't last very long. I have an idea of what happened. It's one of three things. So either we had some people in there that reported us because they're anti-2A, which we did have some anti-2A people in there. I moved the camera, but I racked a slide in the background. It's the only thing I can think of. Though I move the camera pretty often, so that one seems unlikely. And I've had plenty of times where I've racked the slide in the background, so no idea what's going on with that. So I'm betting on the reporting. They even gave me a time frame to look at, but the time frame only coincides with me moving the camera. Oh well, doesn't matter. Moving on. How are we all doing today? I was going to hit the range, but ended up stuck with some side work. So we're not doing that today. Figured, what the heck, let's show everybody that beautiful Arizona sky. Actually, we've gotten restricted on Instagram too, come to think of it, multiple times. It's not happening so much lately, but for a while there we were getting restricted quite often. And I suspect we were getting reported by another gun content creator. Can't prove it, but I don't know, just got a gut feeling. Well, at some point this week, whether it happens today, which I doubt, or maybe tomorrow, or some point this week, I am mag dumping the heck out of this slide. It's gonna be fun. Got a camo turbo. go drop a few hundred rounds through it. Run it on a PSA frame. Maybe go do some other stuff. I did pick up a Glock 19 Gen 5 because I kind of wanted one, and need to go range test that. But, you know, we might be making Gen 5s in the future, so it'll be good to have that around. There are a little bit of differences. I mean, you can still put a Gen 3 on a Gen 5, but there are some differences. Safety plunger is different, back plate's different. Of course, there's the ambidextrous slide release, so yep, a few differences. Shouldn't be too much to machine it, but that's where the measuring and programming comes in. Debating attending a local gun show. If we don't even get a booth, I might just show up and walk around. Ought to be fun. Hey, we're going to be driving past the Air Force Base here too, so you guys might be able to see some of the planes. There's one right there. Probably not a great camera angle for it, but we get A-10s, F-16s, C-130s. Occasionally we get F-35s down from up north. 1990, what's going on, man? And sometimes they fly nice and low, so you can check them out. Hey, you might catch some of them over there. For those of you not familiar, this is the what they kind of call the Air Force graveyard, and they've got a bunch of planes here that occasionally you'll see the guys out working on them. They're removing old coating and putting on new coating and doing maintenance work and check, making sure the planes are still restorable for the future. Jansen, no worries. Pop that off right there. As soon as it shows up, you should start seeing the planes. But yeah, work kind of ruined range day plans today. So maybe we can try again tomorrow. See what happens. Do something local for when gun shows coming up. It seems we have them every other month, so 6 times a year right here in town. I've just never attended one, sadly. The booths don't seem to be expensive. Not compared to something like, say, SHOT Show or Gun Con or something. There we go. Here comes the planes. Well, thank you. Thank you for cutting in front of me without a signal. That was very nice of you. Hey, FE Ordnance, what's going on? Arizona, DB. We're in Arizona. Pat, how you doing? Yep, here we go. Driving by some planes. Yeah, like I said, you'll see them out here stripping the coating off, putting on new coating, working on the interior. And just a whole fleet of them. And it just goes and goes. The planes just go for rows and rows. Pretty neat. Hey, there's some A-10s flying. Bad angle though, too far off. There we go, let's see, what did I miss? That's how you get to number 1, yep. Love strippers on the aircraft, heck yeah. Picked up that Gen 417. Oh, it was a police department trade-in? Nice. You know, it's not too surprising that it's like new. I've talked with a few cops that have been around the country before, and a lot of them barely do much with it, and that's probably a good thing, but a lot of them don't do much with their service weapon beyond the annual quals. Sure, it gets holster wear and whatnot, just carrying it around, but a lot of them, a lot of departments, they don't shoot much beyond quals. I know here, our local sheriff's department, they used, I don't know if it's still the case, they used to provide free ammunition to any of the deputies that wanted to come in on their own time to go to the range and shoot. So quite a few deputies took that up. They're like, yeah, I mean, if someone else is paying for the ammo, right? Why not? Don J, what's going on? I wonder if I could get a police trade-in. That'd be interesting. Of course, here in town, we actually had a gun buyback a few years ago. And I don't think we've had one since, because people did what you would expect, showed up with actual cash outside of the event. It's like, you know, who wants that $50 or $100 gift card when you could get actual cash? And they were offering people a little more close to what things were actually worth, or maybe just even a little bit more than the gift cards. Those always make me sad, though. You hear stories about people who turned in Grandpa's freaking World War II guns, you know? What the hell's wrong with people? Atlantic Firearms or Classic Firearms always have a place in trade-in specials. Yeah. Cutting in on PD profits with the buybacks. Yes, honestly. And then, of course, the people who go and make the pipe guns. Like little pipe slam fire shotguns, or they get like a 2x4 and cut it into the most basic generic form of a stock. Definitely not finished, definitely not refined, but something you could technically shoulder, and it's just a pipe gun. And they were like, yep, it's technically a gun, it technically fires, here's your gift card. Kudos to those guys, honestly. Like, yeah, go down to Lowe's and Home Depot and let's go build a bunch of those and turn them in for the gift cards. Waste the city's money. Not that they're already not wasting the money on a stupid buyback. Someone 3D printed a bunch of frames and took them down. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Did they even bother to put a parts kit in the frames, or was it just the frame? He 3D printed like 300 guns. Hell yes! Because that's their whole thing, right? They don't ask questions. Cash in on all the gift cards. That's something like gun communities need to get together and do. Like, cool. Let's waste all the gift card money and then let's go get stuff for... Then go do something with it. Like, yeah, it'd be cool for us to have gift cards, but then go do something with it, like a show of force. Not a show of force. Show of goodwill, right? To the community. Get a bunch of dudes together, pro 2A community, turn in a bunch of crap like that, then go use the gift cards to, like, go help the homeless or You know, go help out a church group or something. Go help a local school, like, oh, hey, you need supplies? Boom, gift cards. Yep, take all the funds and just redistribute it to the community. Or, you know, if you've got your own gun club or something, you know, support your gun club with it. Whatever. But show up, take their funds, and then put it towards something useful. That's a great idea. Support that 100%. Yep, buyback starts at 8, have it done by 10. Absolutely. And then just hang out and see if people are turning in something cool. You know, maybe somebody's turning in Grandpa's old rifle. Something you can't find anymore. Heck yeah, definitely support that. I remember one, I saw an article about it. A woman turned in a Webley revolver from Britain that was used during World War II. And I cringed. I was like, really? Like, there's only so many of those left because Britain destroyed a lot of them. EDC, what's going on, man? Like, Britain destroyed most of their World War II era guns. Like, there's only so many of those left. And she just turned it over to a department that their plans were also to destroy it. Though, to be honest, I wonder if any of the cops kind of picked out some for themselves. Because I'd be tempted. I'd be tempted to do that. I mean, why not, right? Who wouldn't want to cherry pick something awesome? Somebody goes and turns in an old M1, you know? Or an actual World War II era 1911. That'd be kick-ass. Perks of the job, I suppose you could call it. They turn in rare pieces and get $100, $50. Yeah, exactly. Turn it into like an actual gun shop or certain antique shops. Because, I mean, some guns don't technically classify as guns, which, you know, if anybody's tracking the ATF and some U.S. laws, they classify as antiques. So you can sell them to pawn shops and antique shops. Someone will have to refresh me on it. What is it? Everything before 1899? I could be way off on that year. So get something really old, really cool from somebody's collection, and then, you know, you got some crazy lady who's just like, I'm gonna go turn in, you know, my dad's old guns because he passed and I don't know what to do with them. Clearly you didn't love your dad very much. Damn, woman. Oh, what the hell, Pat? Who'd he sell it to? I mean, because I've sold personal firearms before, but it's been to people I know, and I've had people ask me, and I've gotten a sketchy vibe, and I'm like, yeah, no, not you. There's something off with you. And I just declined to sell it. That's freaking wild. Might be early 1900s, yeah. I wonder what that says about modern black powder firearms. Does it have to be old, or can a modern black powder not be considered a firearm by the very nature of it being black powder? I've only ever fired a black powder firearm a few times. Alright, I think you guys are going well beyond that yellow light. Got a fake musket, Zanty? You know, I saw an old Japanese musket once. I actually got to hold it. Check it out. The action was still good. AR-15 modern musket. That is the modern musket of the era. Yes, it is. I wonder why that takes so long to load on here. There we go. Yep, still not the perfect angle for that shot. But that's one of our 19 Viper in shimmer aluminum with a rainbow barrel. We'll be getting those in. Oh yeah, I'm pulling over for a bit, so I figured you guys didn't want to look at like a storefront. Swap around a few pictures here and there. Got to figure out better pictures so that they actually work with the YouTube green screen. Oh, they are. Yeah, they look great, especially because we just got some rain in. Mountains are great. Yep, see, that doesn't work very well. Hey, guess what? We don't sell Glock frames. We sell slides, though. You can go to our website and check those out. Oh, not this one. I'll have to try and find it. We'll go with this one for now. There we go. Need a mod? Yeah, probably. Hey, Pat, guess what? You're blue, man. They can say whatever they want as long as it's not truly unhinged. I shot an old cap and ball revolver when I was 12. Nice, Santy, that's awesome. Ooh, green screen. Gotta love the green screen. I need to take one of like our workstations so I can make that part of the green screen. That'd be cool. Mechanic gets his wrench, yeah. No, but we turn steel bars into slides. We don't do anything with frames. So we make slides for the Generation 3 Glock 19 and Glock 17. And then we procure parts kits from SCT Manufacturing and barrels from ELD Performance. And we don't do anything with frames. Maybe in the future, maybe we'll get our FFL and we'll do some stuff in the future. I mean, I'm biased, so I'm going to tell you to mod the piss out of it. But again, I'm biased. Biased as hell. There we go. You know, I wonder if I get done here, if I hit that one last spot, maybe I do have time to go to the range. I'm really trying to make the range work today, because I really wanted to go. The messed up thing is I started my day at 6. And I was like, I'm going to have plenty of time. And sure enough, All my time got taken from me. Adulting sucks. Got a box of parts sitting here. Trigger, connector, magwell, extended slide. Yeah, man, make something. We do. We make 17 slides. 3 different models right now. No, they close at about 5. Sometimes they close a little early. I wish we had more ranges, but it's what's available and the price isn't too bad. Let's see, what's this one here? 0757. Anyone in the chat, feel free to ask questions, feel free to comment. By all means, that's what we're here to do. 2A is the way, and we're here to talk about it. Still trying to figure out what we're doing with the thread. I think we figured out the threaded barrels. Yep, 26 is on the way. I think they charge us like 20 bucks for a lane, and they never really are sticklers about the time unless the place is full. Because I think you get like an hour or two. But honestly, if it's not a busy day, they just let you keep shooting. They don't care. Their FFL fees are kind of iffy because they want 50 bucks per transfer, so we don't transfer through them. But yeah. Also might just go in to go look at some of the guns, because why not? There we go. Did you know every place I've gone to is out of Glock 26s? Every single one. Yeah, it does get expensive. That's why I'm waiting for the weather to cool down, because once it does, we're going to go shoot in the desert. It's free to go shoot in the desert. All they ask is that you pick up your trash, which sadly some losers don't. You got some FUD-ass douchebags out there who just leave their trash all over the place. And it's like, man, this is our desert. Don't trash the place. This is ours. We go out here to shoot. We go out here to camp and hunt and hike, and stop trashing the place. Hell's wrong with y'all? So we go out to the desert, we bring trash bags and tarps with us. And a lot of the anti-gunners don't realize that there's quite a few 2A people who are very pro-environment. They want nature to keep being nature. It's like, well, yeah, because that's where we go out and do things. That's where we go out and hunt. It's part of life, part of culture. Yep, a lot of 2A people are very environment conscious. Or as someone put it, you can't kill all the deer because then there's no more deer to hunt. Yep, they're all out because everyone wants them. Everyone's on that 26X train. I don't know. Hopefully I get enough time. I am not on call with my other job right now. I do need to stop by the shop. But I have everything. Oh, I don't have everything I need with me. So I do need to stop by the shop, grab what I need, then go to the range. Because I'm not renting their frickin' iPro. And I've got my own ear pro. I'm good to go. But at the very least, I can go look at some guns maybe, and maybe shoot for a little bit. Sucks. I kind of want to I want to get I'm going to talk to an FFL, and I want to get like 1,000 rounds of 9mm, and I kind of want to do a day of like just torture testing some slides. Over a rainbow crosswalk. Thank you. If I can make it happen, I will get down there as fast as possible. Do that thing I got to do real quick, pop over to the shop, and then, I don't know, grab my range bag, and then see if I can get over there in time. So we've got a few slides out for evaluation right now. I'm still waiting to get some answers from some people. Still waiting on some feedback so we can build our troubleshooting list. Trying to build a troubleshooting guide. Oh yeah, every time I go live, the phone gets hot, so I was putting the phone near the vent to cool it down. Oh, someone's reaching out to us asking if we have designs for a Glock 48. Potentially. Once we make the 43, we might make the 48. I can't promise when or, you know, whatever, but yeah, we might do that. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I want to do that. So I'm hoping once it cools down, we'll be able to make a lot of content, record a lot of stuff, and be able to jump the channel up a little bit and show some stuff off. So that'd be kind of cool. Oh my goodness. Still trying to find some gun shops too that want to pick up our stuff. Got the distributor, of course, but some local gun shops. Pick up a few slides here and there. Dodge City Kid, welcome. That depends on who you ask, I suppose. Some people don't like them. I think they work fine. But that, and again, I also think you need to inspect it and polish it up a little bit. So, like, we take Dremel and a polishing wheel to the rails and clean it up a bit. And we think it runs even better after you've polished up the rails. Inspect it for any kind of burrs or any sort of, you know, plastic that deformed a little bit or chipped a little bit. And just sand that down a little bit, and I think it works great. Though I do know people have had problems with them, so everyone's got different information on that. Given that 26 L, yeah, why not make a 48? It's the 19 length slim. Yeah, so it's a 43, but the length of a 19. So yeah, why not make a 48, you know? Something we might do. But I can tell you our slides do fit on the dagger frames just fine. Boop, blop. Still got a few of those in stock. Someone picked up one recently. Oh, I'm forgetting who. What was it? Jared? Or yeah, I know someone picked up one of our Leonidas's in Green Mamba. Heck of a slide. There we go. Let's switch it over to the Hellet with copper barrel. There we go. No copper barrel for me today. Today I'm shooting black nitride. Yeah, baby. We'll also be running a Siley optic today too, if I can get into the range in time. Sam Moore, what's going on? Oh yeah, that's our space worn look on the other one. So it's a simulated distressing. Kind of shows the stainless steel underneath. Chill here for a few more minutes. Then we'll get back on the road, head towards the shop, get something handled, and hopefully, if I still have the time, which I'm curious if I will, I'll grab my range bag and hopefully we can get there and do some shooting. But we'll see what happens. Do you find the barrels to perform differently? What, like PVD versus nitride? Not really. Seem to work just fine. I'm sure somebody who does like precision shooting and gets match grade barrels and things like that, like FE Ordnance probably would be able to answer that a lot better than me. Because while I have attended competitions, I have not gotten that deep into it, you know? Like, I know we did a competition with like 200 people, and I was in the top 60. I forget exactly what my score was. But I mean, with some of the dudes you were going up with, again, were like, you know, career competition shooters and rangers and, you know, former special forces who shoot all the damn time. It's like, I'm just happy I was in the top 100, you know? I was just happy I did that well. Still fun though. Let's see, when does their range close? Let's look them up. So I forget exactly when the range closes. I don't know. I might not make it in time. Let's take a look at the range hours. Yeah, top 60 ain't that bad. I'm happy with it. Range closed on Labor Day. Ain't that some bullshit? That's okay. They're probably closed. I'll be working. Okay. Oh, yep. I'm not going to be able to get to the range in time for it to matter, guys. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Last shooter enters at 4:15. Maybe we can make this happen. Ceasefire at 4:45. Robert Hensley, what's going on, man? Oh, wait, hold on. Tuesday. Nope. Ceasefire's at 3:45. I'm not going to make it, guys. No range trip today. They closed the range an hour early today. Damn. And here I am all ready to go. Shucks. That happens, though. What are you going to do? If adults could have adulted earlier, I could have gotten to the range, but adults don't always know how to adult. That depends on the range, Sam. So some ranges are pretty cheap, you know, 10, 15 bucks, and you can shoot for hours. And other ranges could be 20, 30, 50 bucks, and you're there for an hour or two. It really just depends on the range. And a lot of it's just like range maintenance. Like the one I usually go to, just because it's close, it's like 20 bucks, and I think I get a discount too. But I could shoot in there for 2 hours if they're busy. If they're not busy, I could shoot in there for several hours, nobody cares. And then of course there's like damage fees for like indoor ranges. So like if you shoot the ceiling, or if you shoot one of the target holders, or just anything that you're not supposed to hit besides the backdrop and your target, they'll add a fee onto your range day for damages. And the last time I was there, there's a guy who was, for some reason, whatever posture he was doing shooting, he kept hitting the ceiling for some reason. And they had to go over there and tell them, like, hey man, every round that hits the ceiling, like, you can see the dust coming down from where you're hitting the ceiling and the little debris from the panels. Like, we're gonna charge you for every shot. Like, fix your aim. And he got all pissed off about it. And it's like, dude, everybody here on the line can see you hitting the ceiling. Like, what are you doing? Anywho, now we're back on the road. The range by you is membership only of $100 a month and 40 hours of service throughout the year. 100 a month? God damn. Yeah, I can't wait until it gets cold enough to just go out and shoot in the morning on the weekends. It's gonna be real nice. Like, right now, it's actually not bad today because we just got a little rain. Right now, we're almost at 3 o'clock. It's 96 degrees. It's not bad at all. This morning, it was in the 70s. But we need that to be a little more consistent, so when we roll out to the desert at like Saturday or Sunday, that it's still 70 degrees when we get there. And by the time we're done, it's only 80, 85. Because we'll be out there for a few hours just shooting. Not our own slides, just that. Just, we want to shoot some other stuff too, right? ARs, maybe some old World War II guns. Get over there. Yeah, no problem, man. Drive an hour each way just to hit a big city. Yep. I've been in small towns like that. Easy to go out and shoot. Downside sometimes is some of the shooting areas get taken over temporarily out on BLM land, and it's campers and stuff, and sometimes they're not cool with you shooting, but yeah, they'll contact some form of law enforcement, whether it's a park ranger or game warden or maybe the county sheriff's. Bureau of Land Management. So federal land. Yep, you can just go out there and shoot. And they don't care. They don't care if you go out there and shoot. There's just a few rules you got to follow. Don't shoot near any structures. And then pick up after yourself. Just keep the area clean. That's about it. And then, of course, you know, if there's any fire warnings, they close shooting because of the fire warning. Because sometimes, you know, it gets like 115 plus here. Brush is incredibly dry. Shooting out there can start a fire. So they just temporarily close shooting outdoors in certain areas when the weather's too hot, when it's too dry. But then the moment it rains, they lift it. Or the moment it starts cooling down, they lift it. But yeah, it's a lot better to shoot out there. There's an outdoor range I could go to, but it's like a 45-minute drive, and they've got some weird rules. So it's just better to go out to the desert. Plus, then I can do the recording we want to do. We can make videos, show our, you know, builds off. Just do a lot more. Be a lot more fun. Do I want to pick up gas today or pick up gas tomorrow? Yeah, we'll pick up gas tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of Arizona land is just, it's not managed by anything, so it's all just federal land, BLM land. There's a lot of empty land out here. Though I understand that's less the case back east. Ooh, on my neck. Red light. Anybody hear any new gun law news? All I've been hearing about is California lately. They got 704 to try and turn barrels into background check items. 1127 to ban future Glock sales. And what is it? They're also proposing a constitutional amendment. That's not going to pass. They're not going to get 37 states to agree to that shit. I know Michigan had a weird one a while back, trying to ban different colored guns. Funny enough, I saw two Charter Arms revolvers, just 38 special revolvers, but because they are like 50%, one was pink, one was blue, one was green, they would have been banned under that Michigan law. Totally stupid. But that hasn't had any traction since January, so it's been months. Any other crazy laws we got to be watching out for that anybody's aware of? I know we still got, what, 9 states that have an issue with threaded barrels. Doesn't seem like that's changing anytime soon, because those states are, what, Maryland, Massachusetts, Washington, not Virginia, New York, New Jersey. I know I'm missing a couple. Illinois, that's one. Yep, Illinois. I think how we're going to handle threaded barrels, and feel free to chime in if you have some news on this, but I think how we're going to handle threaded barrels with those areas is that, from our understanding, from everything that we've read so far, is that we can ship them. And what the person does with it is kind of on them, right? So certain states don't let you like make a build with them, but you can possess them, you can own them. So I think that's kind of how we're going to handle it for those, because we're trying our hardest not to remove any states from the shipping list. Like, we had to remove American Samoa just because 9mm is illegal there, and our products are for 9mm. It's like there's no point. There's no point trying to sell anything over there in American Samoa. But California, with what they got going on, the micro stamping, the background check for barrels, and banning future Glocks, of course, that just might be, yep, sorry, got to ban California. Yeah, I think we're good there, Pat. I got to keep looking to make sure, you know, some areas get real litigious, even though you didn't do anything wrong. So, yep, it's just something you got to deal with when you're in this industry. You always got to be looking out for new gun laws. On the road again. Ooh, Popeyes. Popeye's chicken is the shiznit. I'm dating myself with that reference, I know. Still working out the 1K giveaway slide. So still working out how to make that happen. After we breached 1100, it's just like, okay, man, we really got to get this going. But just trying to work all the details together on what we're making and when we're going to do it. Still got Labor Day coming up, September 1st. We'll be doing our 15% off on certain slides. Blocktober's coming up. Got to reach out to a few people who were testing slides and whatnot. Lot to do. But yeah, I'm thinking, I think the 26 slide, that'll get done first. Then we'll probably have the 43 after that. And after we complete the 43, yeah, I think we probably should do a 48. Oh, yeah. What do you guys think? After the 48, what should we work on next? Maybe a 20, 21, maybe a 34. We're getting closer to having a test model done for the 26. Got to go out and dump a bunch of rounds through it. On the road again. I just can't wait. On the road again. Man, I hated cutting the one off the other day. We had like 90 people in here, but I had to end the live. It was just too hot for the phone. A lot of people are warming up to the 10mm. Oh, and the 365, yeah. I mean, we kind of have an idea for the 365, so maybe we should do a 365. I just know the 320 is right out for the moment. I mean, I know SIG still has their supporters. It doesn't seem economically sound to make a 320 right now. Unless something changes. I don't know, what do you guys think? SIG 365, make an aftermarket slide for that? Is it still popular enough? I know people are going to say CZ, but I have my concerns. Mostly it's real estate concerns. Like how there's not enough canvas, you know? Of course, we could make a wide variety of colors. It's just, there's not enough canvas. Of course, then I gotta go buy a CZ. Y'all are asking a lot of me. It's like working on Gen 5s. You gotta go buy a Gen 5. Work on the 43, you gotta go buy a 43. Working on the 365, you gotta go buy a 365. And I wish PSA had a frickin' 26 frame. Really wish they did. I mean, I suppose we could hack off a chunk of a 19 frame, but 365 was like the top seller for years. Now it's like the top 3 with the 43. Huh. Even with all the, you know, stuff going on with SIG, I could have made that. Driving all cautious. Even with everything going on with SIG, I wonder, you know. What other options are there? I know some people do some aftermarket Smith & Wesson. That's the other big issue is do things still fall under patent too? Like, I know people, still happens a few times a month. Hey, can you make a slide for the Desert Eagle? No, we can't. It's under patent. Can't touch it. Now without making a deal with the people who currently control it. Shadow system. Do what with shadow system, say, man? Expand, if you would, please. Yeah, for the 365, but the 320 people are returning. And yeah, aftermarket for the M&P is under patent, so it's only custom work. Okay, see that? Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw people were doing aftermarket stuff, but Yep. People going to do custom work. That makes sense. I mean, the Glock's been out since, what, the 80s? How long has, the M&P been around? What, 15, 20 years? 10 years? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. We had an M&P for a little while. No. Okay. Thank you for letting me over, guy. That would not have been fun if you didn't. Construction! Best part about driving through town. Yep, I mean, we kind of want to still branch out of Glock, you know, but unfortunately the first slide we chose was the 320, and it just did not work out very well, obviously. So maybe the 365. And then after that, it's like, well, what else? And people wonder, and it's because of the patents. You can't touch things because of them. You know, unless you want to get your ass sued. Like a very common one we get asked for is, hey, can you make a Deadpool slide? No. The imagery of that is owned by Marvel and Disney. You can't frickin' touch it. You can, for your own personal self, can do something like that. We can't do that and then just sell it. I mean, maybe we could for a little while, but Disney seems to be a very suit-happy company, wouldn't you say? Probably get a cease and desist very quickly. On the road again. Oh, once we're done through the construction. I don't know, I might not even make it in time to look at the gun shop. Maybe I should go to one of the local pawn shops and see what they have. That'd be interesting. Hey, Rebel Spirit, what's going on, man? Oh, just driving through town, had some stuff to do. I was trying to make it in time to go to the range, but that's not freaking happening. So we'll have to do the range trip another day. Sad to say. Top sellers this year are the Glock 19, 365, and the M&P, followed by the 43 and the Hellcat. See, the Hellcat's probably still under patent, too. We've had people asking us about that. And it's still way too new. Yep, just driving and talking about guns. Occasionally I'll throw up a green screen and throw a gun on there so people can take a look at it. Because we're on the road again. Not surprising that the 19 is still a top seller, though. That was the reason we chose the 19. Instead of the 17 or the 26 or the 43, the 19 was a solid choice to begin with. Oh, I wasn't charging. Still want to keep branching out to stuff, but we'll see what 2026 holds. We're hitting SHOT Show in January 2026 in Las Vegas. So we're doing a lot of meet and greet out there with other vendors, distributors, manufacturers, and whatnot. And we'll kind of see what is going on with the market, seeing where we go from there, because we're probably not doing our next big model until like mid 2026, late 2026. We're still really trying to get the 26 and the 43 out before the end of this year. So the 48, we might not even hit it until middle of 2026. Maybe spring, maybe. We got to see how things go. It's slow, measured growth. Got to stay in the fight, you know. You can't just keep throwing money at it and seeing what sticks. You got to evaluate it, test it. And every time we try something new, it costs money, and you just got to try and hope and see if that's what people want. Hellcat's still under patent. Yep. So yeah, 365 is probably the best shot. Top 5 seller for 6 years now. Okay. Maybe that's the way to go. Make the 48, make the 365. That might be the way to do it. I hate you, construction. You've been under construction for a year. And then once you're done, the road's going to be trashed every summer. Complaints. Oh, I do believe we've decided on the optic for the 43 though. We're going to be doing RMR-CC. So, yeah, I believe that's what we're going with. RMR-CC for the 43. I know some people want us to do the MOS, but I don't think we can touch the MOS. I haven't seen anything that says we can. And it's a Glock specific optic cut. And it's new. I haven't seen anything that says anybody can start making them. I haven't really seen anybody making MOS cuts. I could be wrong on that. I haven't dug that deep into it, but I could be wrong. And thank you all for sticking with it. Feel free to ask questions, by all means. Throw a nice white slide up in there. SM19 Hellet, Arctic White, copper PVD barrel. As you can see, it's missing its upper parts kit. We actually just did a bunch of new photos. I've got to go through a bunch of them to see what fits YouTube. See, that's what I thought. Yep, I thought the MOS was under patent, just like the COA. But everyone's like, well, yeah, but you could do it, right? And it's like, yeah. But we also still want to keep staying in business. You don't go around just copying other people's stuff. Now, when the patent expires, that's a different story. Then we can go touch it, no problem. The other alternative is to say, hey, Glock, would you accept a percentage of sales of all of our MOS slides? You know, something like that. And they might say yes, they might say no, who knows? I mean, what you do personally, that's fine, but as a business, it's a whole other matter. Would be kind of neat, but yep, ain't risking the biscuit for that. It's working for China. True enough, they sure know how to copy things. All we need to do is go get an island, Stifftopia, and then we can copy whatever we want. Nice beach, Caribbean style island. Fishing, mangoes, lots of rum. And a badass machine shop. They just copy whatever. It is not. The name is real. That is actually our name. But